Elisa Lam, a sweet and gentle young woman, was eager for a new phase in her life. She had just graduated and planned to move in with her boyfriend. But before starting this new chapter, Elisa wanted to fulfill a dream, a trip to explore the United States. The daughter of Chinese immigrants, Elisa grew up in Canada with her family. After years of studying, she felt she deserved a period of adventure before taking on new responsibilities. She decided to embark on a solo trip. Los Angeles was her first destination, where she stayed at the old and inexpensive Cecil Hotel. Elisa was friendly and sociable, making friends easily. She used public transportation to save money and explore the city. At the hotel, the staff described her as a pleasant and easygoing person. A few days after her arrival, Elisa stopped communicating with her family. Her worried parents tried to contact her but received no response. Alarmed, they traveled to the United States to look for her. In Elisa's room, they found all her belongings, but there was no sign of her. The police were called and began an investigation. They requested the hotel's security camera footage, and what they found was disturbing. Elisa appeared to be fleeing from something invisible, behaving erratically in the hallways and the elevator as if trying to hide. Her movements were confusing and terrifying, with no visible presence of anyone else. Days passed without any significant progress in the search for Elisa. Meanwhile, guests at the Cecil Hotel began complaining about the water quality. They reported that the water came out black and smelled awful. After numerous complaints, an employee went to the roof to inspect the water tanks. Upon opening one of the tanks, he discovered the source of the problem. Elisa's body was submerged in the water, in a state of decomposition. The stench was unbearable and the water was contaminated. Firefighters were called to remove the body but faced difficulties due to the small size of the tank's opening. It was necessary to cut the tank to retrieve Elisa's body. The forensic investigation found no signs of violence on Elisa's body, leading the police to conclude that it was a suicide. However, her parents refused to accept this explanation, believing that something more sinister had occurred. The Cecil Hotel, built in 1917, had been the scene of numerous terrible events. Many guests reported feeling the presence of malevolent entities in the place, and Elisa Lam's death only increased the hotel's sinister reputation. The tragedy of Elisa Lam remains a mystery, leaving an indelible mark on the history of the Cecil Hotel and the lives of all who followed her case. The promise of a new stage in her life turned into a horror journey, tragically and inexplicably ending the dream of a young woman full of life and hope.